Hey everybody, 3D Winter Mug Part 2 is coming up right now. What we did last time we were together was this. We have a background separated by a horizon line. A horizon line is something that separates the background from the foreground, or the sky from the grass, or in this case, the wallpaper from the table. So we have our table with some stripy patterns, and then we created this saucer. What we're going to work on today is finishing this up with color, but also we're going to make the mug. Our mug is eventually going to sit right here and look three-dimensional, and we're going to make a handle for it too. So let's set this aside for a sec, and we're going to go ahead and create some patterns on this. Knowing that this is the center of our mug right here, and these are going to be the sides, you could make a little pattern right here in the middle of the mug. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in with oil pastel. But if you want to go ahead and do it with pencil first, you can. I'm going to go ahead and make a heart for the middle of my mug. I'm going to press down nice and hard, and I think I'll color it in. Since we're making a winter mug, you might want to put some snowflakes on there, or maybe a snowman picture, a Santa hat, some candy canes. Something fun that you can think of to put in the middle of your mug. Or if you don't want to do a little picture at all, you could just do a pattern. I'm going to outline this in black so it stands out. And then I think I'll take a little purple and I'll make some lines, make some stripes for my stripy mug. And I want to make sure that I go all the way to the edge of the paper. I'm not sure how much of the edge I'm going to have to fold in. We are going to fold a little bit of each edge of this paper in. This is about 4.5 inches tall. And this is going to be the mug. I'll set this aside for a sec. And right over here, this is going to be, oh, my fingers are a little dirty. This is going to be the handle for my mug. So I'm going to draw a big block letter C. This might be too big. Big block letter C for my mug. Is that too big? It's going to be a big handle. Maybe I'll make it a little smaller. Handle that looks a little bit like that, maybe? Okay, this will be my mug handle. And then I can paint that in a color too. So today is coloring day. You can color this with whatever you have available to you. I have outlined with oil pastel or crayon. If you want to keep on coloring with that, you can. I'm going to use some watercolor. If you have a watercolor set, I recommend this so you could do the oil pastel resist technique, which is kind of fun. You take yourself some clean water and a brush, choose yourself a color, and then you can paint right over this. And the oil pastel will push away. It's getting a little flaky on mine, it looks funny. The oil pastel will push away the paint, resisting it. You can use any color you want to. I'm just using blue on blue just to make it be a little more subtle. But you could use opposite colors that would stand out really nice. This is funny, my oil pastel's kind of beading up a little and leaving little bits of piece behind. See the little tiny dots? That's interesting, that doesn't usually happen. Maybe I put down too much oil pastel there. Either way, still looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it, and then I'll move on to the bottom area, which has green, which I'll go ahead and I'll fill in every other stripe with green. Got a little green, and I'll leave some white, some green, white stripe, I'll leave a green stripe. And we're definitely going to let this dry before we do anything with it. We're eventually going to assemble all of our pieces together. We're going to put the mug on here, make it look three-dimensional with the handle. But for now, we're gonna let this dry. I'll set this aside to dry, and then I'll work on my mug. So I've got myself some purpley stripes that I've made, so I might as well go ahead and paint in some purple. Again, you do whatever colors you want to use. This is your art piece. I'm just thinking this might look pretty good for mine. And it's fairly quick. The tough part now is waiting. We have to wait for this to dry. I'll paint in my mug handle too. We'll cut this out later. I can go outside the lines a little bit. All right, I'm gonna let this dry. And after it's dry, we get to assemble it. We're going to curl this into a mug, add the handle, and special surprise on top of the mug. You'll get to see that in a little bit next time I see you. Let these dry, put them in a safe place, and bring them with you next time we are together in remote art class. Bye for now.